What is injustice? By definition, an injustice is whenever a set of rules is interpreted in a way that fails to deliver a fair verdict. While this term is generally applied towards legal proceedings within a civil courtroom, it is also applicable to any type of situation where an absence of justice is present. This could encompass anything from a dispute over labor practices to situations involving fraud, discrimination, or unfair punishment. The most common type of injustice normally occurs within a business when an employee feels that the regulations were not enforced as dictated by law. In this type of situation, a grievance would be filed internally within the company so that the employer has a chance to rectify the problem. At this point, the claim of injustice would be researched by the corporation and either validated or dismissed depending on the evidence that is present. If the complainant feels like the grievance was not handled properly, legal counsel may be sought to seek further legal action. Injustices can also take place within criminal trials or during the incarceration of an inmate. For example, if an accused person was handled improperly during the actual arrest or if any cruel and unusual punishment is alleged, it could result in the ensuing trial being dismissed completely if the treatment can be verified. In this situation, the prosecution and any victims involved may feel that the ruling is an injustice, but technically, it would not be wrong as long as the governing rules are applied to the situation. Acquiring proof is normally the largest aspect of any injustice situation because it often comes down to one person's word against another's. Just because civil litigation is not sought does not mean that injustice has not occurred. In fact, the vast majority of these types of situations go unreported over fear of retaliation or further unfair treatment. This in no way means that the injustice is not a violation of local laws or regulations, nor does it imply that the victim is content with the situation. Failure to report an injustice simply means the complainant accepts the unfair treatment. By the same token, there are also many cases where reports of an injustice are frivolous. This may occur because of a misinterpretation of the law, or it may be an outright case of attempted fraud. Businesses spend millions of US dollars, USD, defending such claims each and every year, most of which are settled outside of a courtroom. Fabricating an injustice is punishable by law in many territories and provinces.